Welcome to the grand debate. Console gaming versus PC gaming.
Yeah, we're kicking it old school today. When times are tough and life gets you down, what better thing to do than indulge in the age-old console versus PC debate? Because apparently people are still doing this and it hasn't gotten any better.
Each offers a unique experience to the gamer, yet the age-old question remains, which reigns supreme?
Do they really offer super unique experiences anymore other than the handhelds, I guess? Like a home console experience and a home PC experience in terms of just like the fact that it's a machine you play games on either a monitor or a TV. Like, in that way, they're pretty much the same. You know, like if you're talking the moment-to-moment experience, you know, other than the fact that the PC will give you higher frame rates and better graphics and shorter load times, and then in between your gaming sessions, it gives you better services, cheaper games, more storefronts, more things to do with your games, like mods and more peripheral support. So, it should be pretty clear where my allegiances lie.
Picture this. You're sitting comfortably on your couch, controller in hand, immersed in a gripping adventure on your big screen TV.
Are they holding Sega Genesis controllers? I'm pretty sure those are Genesis controllers. Which, ironically, if you want to play games with a Genesis controller, isn't your only option the PC right now? Like, what modern console supports Genesis controllers?
This is the console gaming experience.
You can do all of that with a PC. You can hook the PC up to your TV and sit on the couch. A lot of people do this. In my old apartment, I used to do this. I had my gaming PC in my living room where my TV was, so every once in a while I would just switch the cable around, hook the PC up to my big TV, and play games with the controller on my TV. How are we still doing this? Like, how is this not common knowledge still in the current year? This video was uploaded 2 weeks ago.
It's simple, it's convenient, and it's designed for the living room.
It's designed for the living room. That doesn't mean you can't use it with a monitor. The same way that the desktop PC is designed for a desk, where that doesn't mean you can't use it with a television.
Games are optimized for the hardware, so you're guaranteed a smooth, consistent performance. Plus, consoles come with the promise of exclusive titles, games you can't play anywhere else.
Oh my god. Okay, first of all, just because the games are optimized for the hardware, that doesn't mean that they actually run well, as evidenced by all of the console games that don't run well. As evidenced by all the games that are now capping their frame rates at 30 FPS if you want decent graphics, or at least graphics that are decent enough to justify the new 9th generation console on the box. Was that a sentence? That was a sentence, yeah, sure. Just because the game is optimized for hardware, that doesn't mean that the game is going to run well on that hardware, because what if that hardware just kind of fucking sucks? What if the developers weren't really all that concerned with getting high frame rates, so they optimized it for 30 FPS, or they optimized it for 40 FPS? What if they optimized a 120 Hz mode into the game, but then they didn't optimize a 120 FPS mode to actually take advantage of that? Just because a certain version of the game is targeting one set of hardware, that doesn't automatically mean it runs well. And also, what is this? Oh, console games have exclusives. The PC has more exclusives. Like, end of story, the PC has way more exclusives. You can't just use the existence of exclusive games as a positive for the console, but not the PC. That literally makes no sense. Because if the existence of exclusive games, if that alone is enough to be a positive for any platform, it should be a positive for the PC. Because there's way more.
Yet, there's a catch. Consoles lack the customization and versatility of their PC counterparts. You're locked into the hardware until the next generation rolls out.
But I thought you said the games were optimized for the hardware. So if the games are optimized for the hardware, why would it be a catch that the hardware is locked? It's almost like you're contradicting yourself and you don't even realize it because you don't actually understand how this works. You don't actually understand this debate.
And while console games are optimized, they often can't match the graphical prowess of a high-end gaming PC.
Right, so why was optimization listed as a pro instead of a con? You listed optimization on the console as a pro, and then you literally just listed optimization on the console as a con.
Now imagine a different scene. You're at your desk, the glow of your triple monitor setup lighting up the room.
Can we kick this idea that like all PC gaming setups have to be super fancy with triple monitors or quadruple monitors? Like some people just like to sit at the PC and play casual games on one monitor. Like there's nothing wrong with that. That's kind of the beauty of the PC. You can use it in any setting. You can optimize your build to any number of resolution or frame rate or refresh rate, things that you want to capitalize on. That, like, you can fit the hardware to your monitor. You can fit a monitor to your hardware. You can build your machine out for 4K 120. You can build your machine out for 1080p 60. There's plenty of people still playing at 1080p 60 on the PC because not everyone is shooting for the giant 3-monitor god setup like that. And I really hate how people use that as like the face of PC gaming, when really the face of PC gaming should be whatever you want it to be.
You're not just playing a game. You're tweaking settings, modding, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
This is what I'm talking about. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any of that to go to PC. And when we talk like this, it keeps people away from the PC because it makes the PC seem much more difficult to get into than it actually is. Like if you're coming from console gaming.
This is the world of PC gaming.
It's a world of PC gaming.
It's a landscape of limitless potential where the only boundary is the power of your hardware.
Or your knowledge of the code? Question mark? Like you don't need gigantically powerful hardware to have a really good time with PC gaming. That's kind of why I've been irked at you this far.
PC gaming offers unparalleled customization. You can upgrade your system piece by piece, tailor your gaming experience to your preferences, and even create your own games. And let's not forget the mods, user-created modifications that can transform games into entirely new experiences.
I'm going to play that part full screen again, just so you can see the visual that they used here. There's a dude playing in a game at a desk where I don't see any plugs anywhere. It's just a desk in the middle of the room, and then there's a girl with a VR headset doing karate in the background. This is the visual representation you had for PC gaming. Also, who is using that telescope? I don't think either of you guys are using that telescope. Like, let's just look at these two people here. Look at the caliber of people we have on screen. You're not using that telescope.
However, PC gaming is not without its drawbacks. It can be expensive, particularly if you're chasing high-end specs.
Yes, this just in. High-end specs cost money.
It also requires a degree of technical know-how.
The technical know-how required to enjoy PC gaming is basically, can you put Legos together, yes or no?
Especially when things go wrong. And while you do have access to a vast library of games, you might miss out on console-exclusive titles.
You might miss out on PC-exclusive titles. You see what I mean? You can't use exclusive games as a positive for one side and a negative for the other. Especially when this is your reasoning. Oh, exclusive games are a positive for the console because the PC players might miss out. Well, what about the PC-exclusive games that console players might miss out on? Nope, that's not a disadvantage. Those are fine.
So to sum up, console gaming is all about simplicity and consistency.
Two things that are not objectively good or positive for your gaming experience.
It's easy to use, it's optimized for the hardware, and it offers exclusive games.
Again, a bunch of things that aren't actually objective positives, even if you were right about them.
But it lacks the customization and versatility of PC gaming. On the other hand, PC gaming is a playground of possibilities. It offers incredible customization, the potential for better graphics, and the freedom to modify games. But it can be expensive and technically demanding, and you might miss out on console-exclusive titles.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I don't think you needed to do a big summary of your video. Like, you're doing a big wrap-up, like, here's everything we went over together. I mean, it's only been 2 minutes and 17 seconds, and there's only another 17 seconds left of the video. Although I guess I can't really give you shit for stretching out the runtime because I don't even know how long my video is by now. It's probably a lot longer than 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So I guess by all means, stretch out the video more and I can maybe squeeze another ad roll in here. Just be wrong for a few more seconds, please.
In the end, the choice between console and PC gaming comes down to personal preference.
I mean, yeah, every buying decision comes down to personal preference, but if we're talking about like the objective positives and objective negatives of two gaming platforms, it's kind of hard to argue that the console has any real advantage over the PC other than, I don't know, maybe the cost to entry. Because, I mean, like, you could get an Xbox Series S and Game Pass to have, like, a bunch of games and on a console very quickly for not much money. But, like, other than, like, the price to entry... But I mean, then again, games are cheaper on the PC. You don't have to pay for online on the PC. The hardware is much more future-proof on the PC because of the amount of customization on the PC, both in-game and in your hardware. So at the end of the day, the PC is actually a cheaper hobby if you intend on, playing video games for more than, I guess, a few months. It's kind of hard to think of anything the console has over the PC right now, but I'll I'll let you finish. There's another 11 seconds. Let's see how many minutes I can turn that into.
What matters most is that you enjoy your gaming experience.
And if we're talking objective measurements, it is easier to enjoy the gaming experience on the PC.
Whether you're a console loyalist, a PC enthusiast, or a hybrid gamer, remember, the most important aspect of gaming is having fun.
And didn't we have fun with this video? Isn't that right, chat? We had fun. Ooh, I always encourage people to come over to the PC, and I encourage people to support the products that they think deserve to be supported. But I really gotta tell you, I don't know why people are always so eager to misrepresent this debate. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, buy the one that you want, but how is it 2024 and we're still so bad at representing the console versus PC thing? Like, I'm not complaining, I get content out of it, but like, how are we still here? Give me new stupid topics to cover. I'm getting tired of this one. You guys need to come up with something new or move to a different topic so I can make fun of something else. Okay, toodles.